guys, welcome back to Werner Farms. So I'm down here on the Irrigator 142 field, so this is where the wheat is actually, or where half the wheat is this year. This would be the back 40 field, part of the Irrigator 143. There's our 11 tower pivot, I believe it is. Out there is actually just our cover crop. It's currently just now rye. Used to be a whole mix, but I believe most of it winter killed. So the plan is, Dad's rolling down here with the planter. We're going to go ahead and plant the sweet corn along here, 8 rows in off the edge of the lane here in the wheat. So pretty much we'll just act, the wheat will just act as a cover crop essentially, and we'll end up spraying that off, or it'll end up getting shaded out and killed. So I'll go ahead and talk to you guys in a little bit here. We're going to go ahead and get the planter set up and get this seed, the sweet corn planted, and later get the plot seed planted then. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now that we got the sweet corn done, we'll go ahead and bring the planter back and go ahead and clean the boxes out, the 8 boxes that we used to plant the sweet corn. So that's just going to be our first planting. Later this spring, early summer, we'll plant a couple of more plantings. I think a total of 5 plantings we'll have. I'm not sure, depending on how much sweet corn we have and essentially how much we want to do this year. I think last year we had 4 plantings. So behind me sitting in the truck is our PKP seed, which is our plot seed. It's the product knowledge plot seed. So this year, I believe we're just going to plant 9 numbers, if I'm right. I believe there's 9 numbers sitting here. So that's the plan for this year, just to plant the 9 numbers. We actually had the plot, you can kind of see where the old corn stalks were from last year's plot. Over there, we actually had it all facing north and south, which was really nice when we had the plot, or the field day here at our place, and we just had the event held in our garage and had the customers come down, and we walked them through all the bean numbers that we had on either side of the corn plot, and went through the corn numbers as well. So this year we didn't want to plant the plot in the same spot, because that's never really a good idea for trial data. So what we're planning on doing is actually planting the plot east and west here. I believe we're going to start somewhere up along the edge here of this driveway right here where we parked the tanker and the sprayer trailer. So I'm not sure exactly how he has this planned out, but we'll have all the bean numbers here and all the corn numbers here, just to keep it nice and organized just right at one location really. So I'm not sure if we're going to have to move the tanker. We might have to get the tanker out of the way. I'm not sure. It depends on where he wants to put the corn plot. But he's bringing the planter down right now. We'll get the boxes cleaned out and go ahead and get the plot planted. I may get the drone up. I'm hoping to, actually, because last year I did a video of the whole plot being planted and fertilized throughout the year and harvested. Actually, no, I didn't get footage of the plot being harvested. But I put a video together for the customers at the field day then, just kind of discussing and showing what the drone sees from the plot and stuff, and also talking about in-season plot use. So I guess looks like he's going to go ahead and start down there, so I'll go ahead and run down there with the gator. Actually, no, I'll just take the truck down there, because I think you might want to start down there. And we'll go ahead and get this plot started then. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit then.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a couple of flowering trees that started to flower here just today, finally.
Hey guys, so we're finally done for tonight. We went ahead and got the planter filled up for tomorrow to plant the rest of that field that we planted the plot in. That all goes to 1197. The only thing left to do in that field is essentially plant the bean plot, which is sitting on that bottom pallet there. The rest of the bean plot seed sitting back there, and the rest of that corn plot seed sitting on top of the bean plot seed goes to, I believe, another customer for his test plot that he does. So, pretty much, I'll talk a little bit more about the sweet corn, since I didn't get a lot to say about that. The sweet corn is Roundup sweet corn. It's not Pioneer. What we give to our customers is straight Pioneer sweet corn. It's just a jackpot and bodacious sweet corn. We buy the Roundup corn just because, one, we feel it's a little bit better, and two, that way we can actually manage the weeds in season. So that's why we plant the Roundup corn. Nothing against the Pioneer corn. We like the Pioneer sweet corn. It's just we wanted to have something available to apply during or throughout the season to manage the weeds while we're going through spraying our seed corn out there, or actually our corn, not seed corn. That way we don't end up killing the sweet corn. So the reason why we planted it in the wheat, and you're probably thinking, if you were going to plant it there, if you were thinking of planting it there to begin with, why did you plant wheat there? Well, really, the wheat could act as a cover crop essentially now, and when we go through and spray Roundup, it'll just go ahead and kill that wheat off. So essentially that could be an existing cover crop there that we can incorporate into that program then. We plan on planting more plantings along that lane, and I believe 3 more, if not 4 more. So the plot, there was actually 10 numbers of seed to be tested. They're actually all sitting over there, like I said earlier. So we are going to plant 1197 in that field. The plan is, after that, is to move down to my grandma's and plant the rest of the 1197 down there on the 40 on the corner. That's hers, where our one pivot is down there, our 3-tower, and also the back 40 field along with the T-bridge. So that would be a good 100 acres, I think, of 1197 down there. We can't plant yet where the woods that we're taking out is. Essentially, we have an area cleared that is A-OK ready to plant. We're just waiting on some lime to be spread there so we can actually go out there and plant the rest of that entire field then, except for whatever woods is left, which I believe is about 4 acres out of the 8 acres of woods that we took out already. Otherwise, after that, we'll be moving down to another farm, which should take a day, 2 days to plant. And then after that, we'll move down to back up home here a little ways, closer to home, just south of Thomaston there, and plant another farm. And pretty much we'll be literally halfway done planting here by hopefully the middle of next week, if not sooner. Like entirely planting essentially, because then after corn, after we get done planting corn with what we can plant, because the river is actually still not fit to plant because we have yet to get the pump back. It's still being worked on as we speak. So hopefully, as they say, it'll be done on Monday. So hopefully we can get that in as soon as possible and get the water off as soon as possible so we can get out there and plant as soon as possible. And essentially we'll be done planting corn hopefully next week, depending on weather conditions, really. And then it's pretty much beans. We might start planting beans this weekend also. So essentially, the farm movies will be coming a lot sooner than what I said. It all just depends on what happens here. Essentially, we could be pretty much done planting within 2 weeks easily, with perfect weather conditions like what we've been having, which, you know, that never is the case. So otherwise, that's pretty much it for the what happened today. You guys won't be seeing this video till Monday, so I'll be doing a lot of filming over the weekend, hoping to get some vertical till footage done. If not, I might just stay out a day of school next week and just get that knocked out, because I believe there's a lot of spraying to be done, and it's just not been great weather for spraying just because of the conditions, such as mostly wind. I mean, it's been nice out to spray, just not suitable because of the wind. So really, there's quite a bit of burn down yet to be sprayed for the beans, because some of the products we use, most of them are already applied that we need to wait 2 weeks for. It's mostly just on the sand ground that actually can wait to be planted, so for beans. So otherwise, we do have some fields that are ready to be planted with the planted for beans. We just been so busy getting ready for corn here that the grain drill's set. We're just trying to get a little bit of time here to get the bean drill going and get out there and start getting beans also out there. So hopefully I'll get a ton of footage this weekend, because there is that one field, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, that needs to be vertical tilled. It's actually the field that's in Wheat Harvest Part 1 and 2. We're going to go ahead and hit that with the vertical till, just because it's a little bit rough from being sprayed last year, and it's still a hair rough from when we had the tomatoes there. We didn't quite get it leveled up enough as what we thought we did. So we'll hit that with the VT and try and level it up a little bit. Probably run it on 3 or 4, 3.5, and I'm not sure, probably 3 inches deep, 2 inches deep, something like that, just to kind of get a little bit of soil moved. And both that wheat field and the field right next to it, which is what we call Porters, and also catty corner of that field is the veal barn, which is about 40 acres. There's probably a good 100 and close to 200, if not, I believe 200 acres-ish there is what we call the Shin farm. So all that goes to corn this year. So there is going to be a lot of corn this year. It's just because of our rotation. Next year we should be pretty well balanced on seed, seed-wise. So I'm not sure where we're going to plant wheat next year. We haven't really thought about that really. I'll know that come time when we're cutting wheat though. So because we'll have an idea where we're going to do that, along with an idea where we're going to interseed our aerial seed cover crops and broadcast some cover crop seed on, and because we do have a contract with the CRP or something like that. I don't know which government agency we have contracted with for the cover crop program for out to 2020, 2021, I believe. So essentially it's just a cost-sharing program on cover crop seed, which actually pretty much pays for almost all the seed, which is kind of nice, except for a little bit that we got to pay for. So otherwise, I'll wrap this video up so it doesn't get too long. And since there's a little bit more I could talk about, but I'll keep this video a little bit shorter, or try and keep this video as short as I can. And so pretty much just a planting update. So I guess you could say we unofficially started planting corn today, even though it was just sweet corn in the plot. So definitely tomorrow, April 27th, we'll definitely officially say that is the official date that we started planting corn. So otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, and to stay up to date with me, especially on Snapchat, because that's the most reliable source on seeing exactly what's going on the farm. Second would be Instagram, so make sure to follow both of those, and don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.